Remontada, they said. Remontada. I just need to get some water a sec. Remontada. Remontada. No. No remontada this time. No. You might have come back against Man City, but you can't do it against Arsenal. Get humbled. Get humbled. Get humbled. Oh. Wow. Get humbled. Get humbled. Get humbled. You got bossed around at the Bernabeu by Arsenal. And Bukayo Saka. Yeah, he might have missed the Panenka, but he redeemed himself by scoring. That celebration. Wow. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I dislike Arsenal. But I kind of like Bukayo Saka, I can't lie. I do like Bukayo Saka. I don't like Arsenal, but I do like Bukayo Saka. I like him, I really do. Yeah, Bukayo Saka, this man, ice cold. He's a new Cole Palmer. Cold as ice. Wow. Yeah. Arsenal made it look like they were playing League 2 Tranmere Rovers last night. That's what they made it look like. They didn't make it look like they were playing a 15 times champions of the Champions League. And now they're not going to win La Liga this season because I think Barcelona will win that. There's not really much of a points difference, but I think Barcelona are going to win that. They're not going to win La Liga. They're out of the Champions League. Not good, is it, Carlo? Don Carlo. Don Carlo. Not Don Carlo anymore, is he? That didn't work last night, did it? All they said was All they said was one raise of the eyebrow and it would change everything. No. Didn't work this time, did it, Don Carlo? Didn't work this time. But yeah, Real Madrid have been humbled at the Santiago Bernabeu. Yeah. You've been beaten 5-1 on aggregate by Arsenal. 5-1. All I'd like to say is Kylian and PayPal hasn't done too well in these two Champions League ties, has he? Yeah, he's not done too well. Vinny scored last night. But yeah, it's embarrassing from Madrid to go 3-0 down last week, and then to lose 2-1 at the Bernabeu to Arsenal and just not really show much of a fight is just so embarrassing. You're in the Champions League at the highest stage in world football, and you're just like you're not untouchable. You're not untouchable. You can't just go. You can't just go 3-0 down at the Emirates and just expect it to click at the Bernabeu. That's not what happens. Everyone was saying, "Oh, Madrid, it's Madrid. It's Madrid. Something will happen at the Bernabeu." Yeah, a 2-1 win for Arsenal. Like, I am sick of people saying, "Oh, it's Madrid. It's Madrid. They won't get beaten at the Bernabeu." People even saying they could have won this whole tie. In what world? Yes, they're Real Madrid, but in what world are they winning this tie? To go 3-0 down in the first leg and then put barely any response in the second leg. Like, you're just asking to be knocked out of the Champions League. But yeah, I think this might, honestly, it's not the worst Madrid team we've seen in a long time, but it's not what we've used to been seeing. Like, they've been a totally different team this season. They've lost to Lille in the Champions League. They lost to us. Liverpool, they've lost to... They beat Man City. Everyone's beaten Man City this season. They've lost to Arsenal. Like, I'm not trying to discredit Arsenal, but like, at times they haven't been great this season. And to be beaten 2-1 at the Emirates, the Bernabeu by Arsenal, and then before that be beaten 3-0 at the Emirates is crazy. Like, Real Madrid are meant to be this superpower of world football, and they react like that to the first... yeah. I can just see Trent Alexander-Arnold's reaction right now. What have I signed myself up for? Honestly. He chose it. Yeah, he chose his bed. Now he's got to lay in it. But yeah, he chose his bed, so now he's got to lay in it. He chose to leave the Scousland. He chose to leave Liverpool for the Bank of England. So, yeah, you chose that, so that's what you got to do. Yeah, Arsenal fully bossed Madrid. Yeah. This Arsenal team is different to what we have seen in the past. Like, this Arsenal team is something that Arsenal fans should be proud of. You've got Saka, you've got Marino, you've got probably one of the best keepers in the Prem. You've got Lewis Skelly, one of the best young players in the Prem right now. I can't lift that finger up without lifting that one up. You've got Thomas Partey, who bossed Real Madrid in the first leg. You've got so many good players. Jacob Kivior cameoing for Gabriel. Like, no Gabriel, no Partey, but this without Gabriel is... I've got to clap Arsenal. I really have. I don't like Arsenal, but I've got to clap them for their two performances away from home and at home. Yeah. With that penalty at the start of the game, with the Declan Rice push, I don't know who he pushed. Well, pushed. I think Madrid was sort of just grasping at straws there, because I don't think that was a penalty. Not on God's earth was that a penalty. It was more of just a coming together, really. It wasn't a penalty. Like, VAR, I think, gets involved a bit too often nowadays. Sorry about that. I think if the ref could actually do his job and see for himself... I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a hard... Whether, from what position the referee was at, it probably would have been a bit of a tough angle to see it at. But, so that, then, maybe, yeah, you would use VAR. But I think it's used a little too much nowadays. It's used for everything. Just everything. The VAR system is used after every goal. It's used to check every penalty, every free kick. Like, VAR is used for everything. Honestly, at one point, we've been talking about AI taking over jobs and that for ages, haven't we? It honestly could take over refereeing in sports. AI could actually take over it, because it doesn't care what the ref has said on field. Whatever VAR saying is what goes, basically. Like, there's hardly ever a time where the referee does overturn a VAR decision. It's crazy. It's crazy how VAR has started and how it's going. Like, yeah. We thought when VAR first came in, I don't know how this has turned into a VAR chat, but let's carry on. I've started. I don't know how, like, we expected VAR to be this thing that would improve football, and it's done the opposite. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, this has got to be an Arsenal side that we appreciate. Like, it doesn't matter whether you're a rival fan, whether you're an Arsenal fan, you have to appreciate this Arsenal side. Like, this is the best Arsenal side. These lot could win the Champions League. Like, they still have Paris to play, and whoever they play in the final if they get that far. But they could win. They've already beaten PSG in the league stage, and PSG just lost to Villa. Like, narrowly lost that tie. Narrowly won that tie. So, if Arsenal can put in half a good a performance they put in against Madrid in both legs, they could actually beat PSG. And PSG, from what I've seen in both games against Villa, were pretty good. So, like, if Arsenal are on their A game, they can actually beat PSG. Like, wow. Arsenal getting to the Champions League final is actually something we could see. Will they win it? I wouldn't go that far. Will they win it? I'm still on the fence with that one. But yeah, it's crazy that Arsenal are in the semi-finals of the Champions League. That's mad. I never saw that coming. I never saw Liverpool winning the league at the start of the season. I never saw Arsenal getting to the Champions League final. I thought they'd maybe get middle of the Champions League phase. But no, they've got to the semi. To be honest, I didn't think they'd get past the round of 16. I didn't. Like, and people will continue to say that the Premier League is the worst league in the world. Look what we're producing here. Villa got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Newcastle were in the Champions League a couple of years ago. Like, you can't tell me that the Premier League isn't the best league in the world. Look at it this year. Newcastle are in the top. Newcastle and Forest are in the top 4. Crazy stuff. Newcastle battered Palace 5-0 last night. There will probably be a video coming on about Newcastle soon, because that squad is just, oh my god. Newcastle fans, yeah, you know how much I love your squad at the minute. Yeah, crazy. Honestly, you deserve all the success you're getting, I can't lie. But yeah, Arsenal have beaten Bernabeu, beaten Madrid at the Bernabeu, and totally humbled them. Humbled Madrid. You would maybe argue and say that Arsenal needed humbling, but Madrid have been humbled at the Bernabeu. They have been humbled at the Bernabeu. Crazy. Yeah, that's the story of the morning. Also, Virgil van Dijk signing a new contract. Also, a video coming on that very soon. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do, which means like, subscribe, turn post notifications on, and I'll see you lovely lot in the next video. Take care of yourselves, and peace out.